nothing has inherent value. Now, what do I mean by that? Most of us are chasing something. It might be goals that we're chasing. It might be something as specific as a goal, but it could be a feeling. It could be money, car, house, a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. There are things that we want. And we tend to think that when we have those things, they're going to give us certain feelings that we want to experience. And sometimes that's exactly the process that we do, in fact, experience. We want something, we go and we get it, and we experience exactly that good feeling that we were expecting. Interesting, isn't it? And then sometimes it doesn't work that way. We want something, we accomplish it, or we go to the store and we buy it, and we go, oh yeah, that felt kind of empty. That didn't really give me the feeling that I wanted to experience. So the first thing to know is that anytime you want something, it's because it's more about the feeling that you want. It's not about the thing that you want or the achievement that you want. That achievement or that thing is only a means for you to experience what it is you want to experience. So the thing or the achievement doesn't have inherent value. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. A car, a beautiful car that's worth, I don't know, $200,000. Not everybody wants that. Some people do, some people don't. Some people would pay the $200,000. Some people who have more than enough money wouldn't pay that $200,000. So we can't say that all things have inherent value, because if they did, we would all want them to the same extent. If everything had inherent value, meaning it generated its own value, we would all want it. Everybody would want all the same things to the same extent, to the same degree. And we just know that that's not true. Some people want a big house. Some people couldn't care less. Some people come to me and say, well, haha, I got you. What about money? Money has the value printed on it. Doesn't money have its own inherent value because it's printed on the money itself? It's true, numbers are printed on that money. But if you took a $100 bill and you put it in front of a homeless person and a person, say, who is a billionaire, does that money really have the same value to each one of those people? I don't think so. That $100, well, depending on where you live, in California, that would only get you one meal. I'm only kidding. $100 could probably feed a homeless person for a few weeks, whereas for the billionaire, probably wouldn't even be worth his or her time to even pick up the money. So nothing has inherent value. Achievements, goals, objects, material possessions only have the value that you're projecting onto it. This is a really powerful thing to understand, and really understand this, that anything you want, anything that you value, is really a projection coming from you. So what is, or where is, the source of that value? It's you. You are the source of that value. And you are projecting that value onto something else, thinking if I go and get that, then I'll be able to experience the value that's already inside of me. So you can see how this gets complicated, and we misunderstand what we really are and what's really present inside of us. And this is sort of our conditioning. This is how we've been trained to get along in society, in a world where, we have to earn things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think we misunderstand very early on what value really is. And we're often told what we should value by our family, by our culture, by society, which only complicates things even more. And so we stop looking to ourselves for that value. We look externally for that value. Now, some of you might be thinking, hey, wait a minute, this is not what I signed up for. Damon, I thought you were going to talk about how I'm going to be able to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish and make more money and achieve big goals and things like that. And here's the thing. This is the paradox. When you really understand the value you possess and you connect with that value, and you don't look to the external objects and achievements to give you that value, the paradox here is that it becomes so much easier to get those things. And when you don't get them, when you fail, which is really feedback, you don't take it personally. It's not a big deal. You don't feel like you've lost anything because you haven't. And when you're able to do that, what do we call that? We call that resilience. If you want to know what true resilience is, it's knowing that no matter how many times you fail, no matter how many times you don't get what you want, no matter how many times you externally lose something, to know that you've truly never lost anything at all. Your value is still intact. That's what true resilience is. So when it comes to achieving things, imagine if you could fail over and over, which is what success takes. You have to fail a lot. You could fail over and over, and you don't take it personally. You don't feel like you've lost anything. Then you can just keep getting back up and going. I mean, any setback isn't any more than just a temporary setback.